it's Maggie, the Irish Gypsy, here to bring you your September 2020 mid-month general reading. So we're looking at the last 2 weeks of September. This reading is for the earth sign of Virgo. Welcome everyone. I hope you're all safe and well and healthy and as sane as we can all be walking through the year 2020. I don't even know what to say about this year anymore. So many different things have happened. Excuse my froggy voice. I am in Northern California currently, and with the fires here, the air quality is really bad, so I'm a little hoarse today. Yeah, it's been a heck of a year. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for being here, for watching the videos, liking, sharing, subscribing. I appreciate it all. Thank you so much. So this reading is for the earth sign of Virgo for the last 2 weeks of September 2020. So that's Virgo sun, moon, rising. If your Venus is in Virgo, if you are cross-watching for a Virgo as well, it's all relevant. But of course, being a general reading, it's going to resonate a little differently in the specifics and the intensity. So if you know all of your signs, sun, moon, and rising, watch them all because each one can bring different insight, different perspective, potentially help you navigate through a little bit better because you'll have a more complete picture. So watch them all if you can. If any of the readings do resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, you can click on the description link below, click on that little arrow, you'll see some contact details there. You can email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to hear from you. I can usually respond the same day or the first 24 hours with more information. And scheduling personal readings is done in as timely a fashion as possible. I do readings full-time, it's all that I do, so I'm pretty diligent at working with everyone's schedules and my own to get personal readings set up as quickly as possible. So email me if you'd like. I'd be delighted to work with you. Okay, Virgo, let's see what the last half of September has in store for you. Okay, Virgo, we begin with the Nine of Swords, too much stress, followed by the High Priestess. We have the Empress, followed by the Knight of Swords. From the bottom of the deck, overall energy for the last half of September is Judgment. Virgo, I just did your sister sign Taurus too, and they had such a lovely bright reading. And you, it looks like you're stressed out about something or trying to, some of you may be caught between what your intuition is telling you and still stressing about the future, even though your intuition may be telling you that all is going to be well. And it looks like you actually received some very good news, or some kind of abundance is coming in at or towards the end of September, the very beginning of October. So it may just be a question of waiting for something and having too much time on your hands during that time and using that time to kind of negatively focus and obsess on a future which hasn't played out yet, in spite of the fact that your intuition may be telling you that all will be well. We're going to clarify here. I mean, here's all the stress and anxiety, insomnia, sleeping, thinking about things obsessively, and it's usually fear of an unknown future or a future that hasn't played out yet. What if this happens? What if this doesn't happen? But underneath that is the High Priestess, your intuition, your gut instinct, higher self, whatever you want to call it, leading you in a certain direction or giving you a message. Because the High Priestess is knowing and resting in the knowledge of knowing, but it's also about having a connection to the divine. And even if you can't see very far down the road, it's trusting in the place that you feel you're being led in, or trusting in the path that you're on. But there's still all this worry and fear, and I feel like it's about the future. I feel like it's waiting for some kind of abundance, whether it's finances or resources, or even with the Empress here, it could be pregnancy. I mean, the Empress is about fertility, beginnings, conception, new beginnings. It's a maternal energy. It's a card often associated with pregnancy and fertility. Um, but it's coming in, or there's news or information about it coming in very positively towards the end of the month, because the Knight of Swords, kind of the tarot postal service, the tarot mailman coming in to deliver this information very quickly. Um, I get the sense that maybe it's just the waiting and the uncertainty during that waiting time that's kind of driving you a bit cuckoo, or you're just obsessing too much about it, because the Nine of Swords is spending too much time thinking, usually in a negative way, about something in the future, coming or not coming. The interesting thing is that your overall energy is judgment, which usually represents being at a crossroads or a call to action to make a decision about something or speak. So let's clarify. Let's clarify judgment. It could be that you're waiting for something to come in. You're waiting for news or information to come in. Which could potentially change the direction or the course of your life path right now. And it's a significant influencer in decisions that you make or plans that you make. Because again, I'm getting this feeling of a strong feeling of feeling stuck. It's like, do I do this or do I do this? Well, I don't know. I can't make the decision yet because I'm still waiting for this information, this abundance, this news about abundance or fertility or pregnancy even. So, too many cards jumped out. So let's clarify judgment. What is judgment about? The Hanging Man, waiting, watching things playing out and not taking active steps because things are still playing out, things are fluid. You might be learning things while you're watching things play out. Again, it kind of underscores this feeling I have of waiting, needing to wait to make a choice, wanting to make a choice, needing to make a choice, wanting to make some plans, but waiting because things are still fluid. The information isn't known yet, and there's all this stress and anxiety about it. Let's put that back in. All right, let's clarify the Nine of Swords. What's all this stress and anxiety about? Your cards keep crunching up against each other. The Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card that can represent feeling overwhelmed, but being at the end of it, a heavy burden. You're coming to the end of a cycle, which is what tens represent, cycle completion. This one looks like it's been a long, heavy journey or some overwhelming kind of burden. Like waiting to see if something is going to end, wanting something to come to an end. Again, so that you can make a decision, but for the time being, you can't, because all is not known yet. So clarify the Empress. Okay, that one just jumped right out there. The Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment and abundance, and right behind it is a page, which could be a message, but it could also be a child for those of you who are waiting on fertility or finding out if you're pregnant or not. So whatever it is that you're waiting for or waiting to hear news on, some of you it might be about pregnancy, yours or someone close to you, messages about that. It could be some other form of abundance, material, financial abundance. And again, wanting to make decisions, needing to make decisions and plans and not being able to because you don't know it yet. You don't have the information yet. But it's coming in at the end of the month, Virgo. This news and information about abundance and fertility and conception and getting everything that you want, the news that it's coming is actually coming towards, I mean, time is always fluid and never more so than a general reading, but the last week of September, maybe the very beginning of October, the news is coming in and you have it. Whatever it is that you want, whether it's money or finance or pregnancy, or it's coming in. You're hearing the news about it coming in, and it's really lovely, positive energy. I'm just going to pull one card to see what's next. What's the energy after this? What does the arrival of all of this mean for you at the end of the month? The Wheel of Fortune, good luck, good fortune, the Ace of Coins, that practical new beginning, or receiving sometimes a sum of money that enables you to start something that you've been waiting on. Again, what it is going to vary. It could be moving, relocating, a new job, fertility, money, pregnancy, whatever that sense of abundance whatever represents that sense of abundance for you, it's coming in at the end of the month. The news is coming in about it. Anything else that Virgo needs to know? Yeah, I think this is quite similar to Taurus's as well, except that you have a little bit more of a waiting period, maybe. But of course, there's many of you watching, so the timing, of course, is going to vary. But we are more or less looking at the last half of September. It looks like just a last little bit of waiting. Six of Swords, healing, moving away from the worst of it, moving into a better place, a more balanced place, and then the Sun, where the pressure gets uplifted, light, love, warmth, laughter, illumination. Yeah, so Virgo, even though maybe around the middle of the month, it may feel like you're still waiting. When is this going to come to an end? When am I going to have whatever this is that you want coming in, or hear about this? For the majority of you, it is coming in at the end of the month, and it's beautiful. It's the Empress. It's the Nine of Cups. It's abundance, fertility. It's the wish fulfillment card. It's the pressures uplifting and easing for you, and healing. So I think for a lot of you, it's just about waiting just a little bit. I mean, we're only looking at a very short period of time, the last 2 weeks of September, so not too much longer to wait now. So Virgo, that is your reading for the last half of September. I hope you found it useful and actually hopeful, because what you're waiting for is coming. Just have to be a little bit patient. So I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the October general readings. Stay safe and well until then. I wish you many blessings. Again, if you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, just click on that description link. Email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks, I hope. Stay safe and well. Bye-bye.